Here's what I'm talking about. You can't trust Techie Toys' demo videos. They are half the time false. Have you ever noticed that sometimes the actual prop doesn't have that certain thing on it? Or Techie Toys on their videos make their voices sound more real than they actually are in real life? Like, I'll show you a few examples, like on Damien, Demonica, and a few others, because they make them like they sound real, and when you hear them in real life, they sound a little bit more cheesy, but some of them sound a little similar. But if you notice that in Techie Toys' demo video, they don't have his bone crunching sound effect. They left that out, so their movements are usually 100% right on the prop. They're usually always right, the movements. But the sound effects and the looks are usually different on the demo videos. Because he does crunching effects on the demo video, he does not. And I was going to show you Chained to the Grave. He has some details that the prop itself does not have. So, to me, either it was false advertisement, or it was animated, or it was a prototype. See, he looks animated to me. That does not look like the actual prop. Here is it. It starts off with the tombstone. Oops. Ah, God. Here lie the bones of Arthur Crawley, bound to the death, never to return to the living. And look, it doesn't have that top part right there. Here lie the bones of. It does not say that. It just starts with Arthur Crawley, and then it has that part. And in the video, it lifts faster. This one's movement was sort of false in the video. It lifts faster than he actually is supposed to go, or intended to. He does not lift that fast. His tombstone is usually lifted after he says the phrase graveyard. That's usually when it's all the way lifted up. He goes way faster. He goes faster, but it's because he doesn't have a moving mouth. The moving mouth makes it go a lot slower, unless they're using a very powerful adapter, which I could see them doing, but I don't know. And there's another detail that this has and that he doesn't have. He has buttons on his shirt. This guy does not. It's not as brownish either. But see, there are differences in these videos. They are not the same. So you can't always trust the demo video. So the nerves could end up totally being different in a few ways. I mean, it'll have the same idea, it'll have the same movements, but there might be some extra stuff on it that wasn't even shown in the video. They either leave stuff out or put stuff on that's not actually on the prop. Let's see, I got... No. So yeah, it's been a while since I've done a Halloween update, sort of. It's not much of an update, but so far I'm saying what I want to. But I just hope Spirits gets enough props this year, a quantity, because last year they only got 2 or 4 of everything, and of course 1 has to be a display, so that leaves it to 3. The Jumping Zombie, there's only 3. I got the display and the other one. So there was only 1 total that a kid got. And that was it. They did not come back. But don't be sad if a Techie Toys props get sold out. They will return. Techie Toys does not discontinue their props right away. It's the other companies that discontinue them after 1 season. Like Jimmy, Morbid, YJ, they only have so many that they can sell. Techie Toys always comes back. For example, Guardian of the Grave. He's been out since 2009. It's now 2013. And the funny thing is, I got the only one that was at Spirits for the whole season of 2012. And I still sort of need another one, but whatever. Hopefully they make more props that fog comes out of their mouth, because that's mainly the reason why I like them so much. I haven't seen that feature for a while now, and I would like to see that feature return with the fog blowing out of the mouth. But yeah, Rising from the Grave has been out, Zombie has been out for quite a while as well. 2010, now 2013. There will be a few left in most stores, as far as I can tell. And if there's a prop that sells really good from the previous years, they're just going to bring it back. What I'm unsure of is if Jumping Zombie is actually going to return. Because I've seen that Jumping Dog and the Jumping Rat, so I don't know if they're going to have room for it. It probably will be an online only. I know it's going to return. Techie Toys usually carries their props for at least 2 years at the most. But I've seen them go for 4 years now. Just not that Demonica hasn't, because it's been updated. But I even think Demonica is coming back. They won't discontinue them. So if you don't get them right away and they're sold out, don't feel sad. They will come back. You can get them at the % off sale or the animatronic sale that they have, because they will be there. I just hope they have enough for enough people, because Zombie Bait in 2011, we never had a display up of Zombie Bait in 2011. That was the one prop that we never put a display up at that Spirits. But in 2012, I don't know how much we sold in 2011. But in 2012, we decided to put up Zombie Bait display. We had 4 left, including the display we put up. As soon as I put it up, less than a week, they were out the doors. That thing was almost the perfect seller for people. That Zombie Bait just flew out the door. All it took was a display. And it was a matter of time where even the display got sold right away too. So Zombie Bait was a very popular prop. We didn't sell any of the 6-foot Frankensteins or any of the Ghostface. Well, we sold 2 Ghostface. That one, which is what I got, and another one. That did not come with an adapter, so we had to take the displays adapter. So now if we set that one up this year, it's just going to sit there and do nothing. That thing's going to get totally damaged up. That display Ghostface. I wonder if they almost just didn't damage it out already, because if a prop is completely broken, they'll damage it out. I don't explain everything on comments because there's too much information to say, because it would take too long. So I just say it on a video instead. If a prop is like completely damaged and has no use to it at all, it will get damaged out and will not return for the next year. But if it's still in good standing static position where it's still good for looks, they'll bring it back next year and hope to sell it. That's what happened with Ghostface. They brought him back. He was a previous display. But they'll damage out something that can't even stand up anymore. That's so broken. Like Grave Mourner's pole. If it was like broken like that, they would just damage it out. Or a Rising from the Grave zombie or vampire. There's no way really to make them stand after it snaps, really. They're pretty much on the floor then, and who's gonna buy that? So they just damage them out. I'm hoping this year will be a better year, but I don't know. And it looks like to me that Deadlift Zombie has left Spirits Halloween. I think it may be discontinued now. I never got a new one yet, but I probably never will be able to. Here's the Jumping Dog. And of course people are saying things that they don't think it's that cool. Which is okay, they're sharing their opinion, but I prefer that if someone just goes and sees it in person before they start judging things, you know, because it's going to look totally different than that, because this looks totally animated on this picture. I know they say it's not, but it looks way better in person. And they're also having a brown jumping spider this year, if you haven't noticed that yet. I'm surprised that Spirit Halloween said Jordan is correct. It is similar to my Rosemary prop. That's pretty cool that they actually replied to that when I said it's a kid version of Rosemary. I don't know if that thing is going to jump. Probably not. They don't say really what it does. They say it turns its head and gnaws on its hand. I think there will be a video uploaded later today of it, because I found out that they upload a picture one day and a video of the product the next day, although they still haven't done Gruesome Granny. But I think they're going to do something with jumping props this year, jumpers of horror, and that's exactly what I was going to do as a theme someday when I got enough jumping props to do all that stuff with. I was going to do that when I got if I ever got the lunging zombie reaper and Mad Dog. There's way more lunging props now. There's like 6 techie toys out this year so far, and 3 of the Morris costumes that I don't have. Oh, I forgot to tell you, my jumping zombie is messed up. I don't know if maybe it's a high voltage adapter or not, but it used to work, but I don't think the relay switch is getting hit in the correct spot. I think that little plastic piece that hits the relay switch so it can stop the motor, is not in the correct spot. I think it's up too far, because by the time it goes down, it jumps up and then the motor stops. So it's in the wrong place. Either that, or the adapter is bringing it down too fast and it doesn't want to turn off yet, because if they go down too fast, you're not going to want to stop yet. It has a specific time where it wants to be turned off. If it goes too fast, it's not going to turn off right away. The motor will keep spinning. But if it goes down too slow, it'll eventually stop in not the correct standing position. So it's sort of got to be sort of just perfect for it. But I think it may be fine. I'm thinking it's the adapter. I'll try with batteries. I think it'll work. That one's pretty bad. I mean, I'm surprised it still jumps at all because of how bad it is. But I really hope that is described and shown it is, because I want that to jump up very fast. And I am planning on where I'm going to put him in the yard, because I want everybody to come up to that thing and get scared. Same with the Rising from the Grave clown. I don't care if it's loud jumping up, since so many people have a fear of clowns, especially girls. All that it would take is to see that face and they'd scream. Because my sister has a friend who is dead scared of clowns. She won't even lay an eye on a small little skeleton toy. She's scared of Halloween. So that clown doesn't even need to jump up fast to scare anybody. It just needs to, the kids just need to see its face. That's all it'll take. And especially if it's jumping right towards them, that slow enough speed will be enough to scare anybody who has a fear of clowns. That'll be my first big clown prop too. But as I said, it's all Techie's toy stuff. I haven't seen anything else this year. Except the zombie babies. I guess that zombie kid that eats the limbs is going to be in the zombie baby theme. There's going to probably be Asylum. I hope they do something with horror movies again this year. And a nursery or something like that. But yeah, that'll be enough to scare someone. It looks really nice.